Time for Over Under, where I square off with Sir Push-A-Lot. Let's get the first one from our host, Tony Reali.
Over or under 58 yards receiving for Randy Moss on Sunday versus the Jets.
I'm going over. Darrelle Revis called him a slouch. Held him to 58 in 2 games last year. I think at the present time, Darrelle Revis is the most overpraised person in the National Football League. And Randy Moss has Tom Brady thrown to him. You remember when Tom Brady torched that guy, Anthony Smith? I think they're going to go after him.
Revis can't be the most overpraised guy because he didn't play for the Cowboys. So that takes him out of that
conversation. The most overpraised guy not playing for the Cowboys.
I might give you that. Revis is a great player. He's a great player. He can shut you down. Is
he great right now with no training camp?
Second week. Camp doesn't matter. It's over. And if you said 68, I'd say over. If you said 78, I'd say over. If you said 108, I'd say over. Because Randy Moss is going to catch some balls on Sunday. He's determined to do this. He's going to do this. He's a great player.
Next.
Hall of Famer.
Over or under 400 total yards for Denard Robinson. The Nard Dog, Wilbon, at home against UMass.
I'm going to go under, not because he couldn't get them. Against the University of Massachusetts, he could get 600 yards. They're a 1AA team. But I don't think Rich Rodriguez is going to leave him in long enough for that to happen. This is a tune-up game. I don't think you pad your Heisman stats against a 1AA team, so I'm going to go under.
Yeah, because you might get Appalachian State, and then you can't even beat them, so you wouldn't want to pad it. It's over. And you're right about the playing time. I think he's got a half and 2 series to do it.
Plus?
Yes. I think there are going to be 2 85-yard runs in there, and it just lights it up. Tony, we could be watching it. You know, I like to tweak Michigan.
Right now.
I like to tweak the University of Michigan. This kid is something else.
Yeah, he's good.
Can't wait to watch him play, even against them.
Do you like the Nard Dog? You watch The Office, Wilbon?
No.
I don't think that's a Wilbon show. Okay. Over or under 5 more home runs this month for Tulo?
I'm going over. He has 11 home runs in 14 games so far in September. Look, this is how you make a case to be the MVP in the National League. You take your team on your back in the last month of the season. You hit 17 or 18 homers. You get your team to the playoffs, and all of a sudden, Joey Votto, it's not quite the same as Tulo.
You know what, Tony? My problem is the number, because when you get to that number, and that over-under could still keep you under Ruth. I just think of how my father had this reverence for Babe Ruth hitting 17 home runs in some September, you know, and it's like, that number, Ruthian, is unapproachable. And I know Colorado, I don't know what the weather is out there, and you can just shoot them out there, even though it's not home run city like it used to be. I'm going to go under, even though I agree with you about his MVP candidacy.
You know that Babe Ruth rooted for the Cowboys.
Did he really?
What's next?
Tom Brady, a substantial haircut. Over or under November 1st.
I am going way over. This guy is never getting a substantial haircut again. He is going to grow his hair to what we like to call Giselle length. And he's going to become a runway model like Zoolander. Seriously, he's obviously going for the rock star look. He is not cutting his hair. Way over.
You got 24 more seconds left, because as you know, I don't care about men's hair. If this was a question about Giselle's hair, I could look at the screen.
This is
and
Tom Brady. This is the golden boy.
Yeah.
This is the golden boy.
Except
what's he doing with his hair?
The hair, he looks like the golden girl if he keeps growing. I don't care. I don't care about men's hair. Tom Brady's a football god. I don't care about his hair.
Girl? On national television, you called him a girl.
It just looks great. Looks great, but I don't care about his hair.
That's
don't
it.
Care.
Over-under is over. I've won, of course. Time for one more break, but still to come, good news for Ian Kinsler regarding his suspension.
And bad news for Jake Delhomme regarding his ankle.
You just
what about
called
his hair?
Tom Brady a girl.
He called him a golden girl.
He did.
Rose, Dorothy, Blanche,
B. Arthur.
Sophia.
You called him B.